It's no surprise that if you walk into an AI interview today, you'll probably be asked about agents, how to build them, use them, or put them into real-world workflows. It's quickly become one of those make or break topics that can determine whether you land the job or not. There are so many tools out there to help you build AI agents like LangChain, LangGraph, and QAI for development. In the cloud, you have got AWS Bedrock, Google Vertex, AI Agent Builder, and of course Azure. With Azure, you can use Azure AI Foundry to build powerful agents that work with your data and get things done. And in this video, we are going to walk you through building agents using Azure AI Foundry, OpenAI's Assistant API, and GPT-4 semantic kernels. We will break down what agents are, how they work with GPT models, and show you how to set everything up to get your own agents up and running. Also, this video is part of our AIML track job-oriented program, which has helped so many people like Debashish, Malaya Kumar, SJ who doubled her salary, and many more to land high-paying jobs in the field of AI and machine learning. So if you are also looking to learn more and land a high-paying job in this growing field, join our upcoming AI free masterclass, where we will reveal the proven 3-step framework to get job ready in AIML, Agentic AI, GenAI, and data science. You will walk away with a clear roadmap, hands-on strategies, and the confidence to ace your next interview. So you can register through the link given in the description below. And without further ado, let's get started.
Let us just go through this options, okay, where we can develop agent. So you can develop agent using Foundry. You can develop agent using OpenAI Assistant API. You can even develop agent, I told you, using semantic kernel and using a GPT-4o model, you can develop an agent. So a Foundry service helps you create an agent. Again, try to understand when we say agent, what do we mean by that? An agent is going to use the GPT as well as your organization data along with the tool. That means all the systems that you can see on the screen helps you utilize the tool and your organization data along with GPT models. Simple as that. So if you want to use Azure AI Foundry agent service, you can do that. If you want to use OpenAI has something called as Assistant API. I'll show you what do we mean by that. So I'll come here. Let me go to OpenAI. I'm not using a Foundry. I'm trying to create an OpenAI resource. Let me create an OpenAI resource. Maybe I'll just call this resource group as RG OpenAI. Let me call this resource as OpenAI for agents. Let me just call it as name. Via Assistant API, I'll give a very nice name so that we can understand what are we trying to do. Okay, so I'm saying OpenAI agents via Assistant API. Let me just, why I'm saying, because in OpenAI also there are multiple options. I want to use via Assistant API. We want to build an agent. So let us just run the validation and let me hit on create. So what I'm doing, 1 second. I am trying to create it via OpenAI. How is tool and GPT different in context? How is tool and GPT different in context that is being used by agent? Agent Azure OpenAI is also taking me to the Foundry, but this is just the Foundry for this. Here you can see Assistant. Assistant also helps you create an agent. Assistant API in Azure is now going to be replaced by agent. So now if I click on this, I can create a new model from here. I can deploy a model. If you can see, I can deploy a model. And this also helps me to go ahead and do the agentic thing only. So Assistant API here, which helps me create an agent only. This is also agent. But this is a very, you can say, simple definition, a very naive, okay, you can say, old mechanism of doing agentic. Now, if you want to do agentic, you can directly go via Foundry. So now if I come here, here you can directly build an agent. So I'm into the Foundry. I can select an option. I can click on Go. So this, whatever resources we have here in this OpenAI's agent, via Assistant API is also available via this. And whole lot of things are also available. Now you can see I have got those models. I can select this, go to confirm. And now if I have it within the region, so in central, I can deploy. So I'm deploying the model. So once I deploy the model, I'll show you how does the agent actually behaves differently. So now I have gone to the agent and I have created one agent. Let me click on this agent. So what is the first thing that you have about the agent? About the agent, you have a name of the agent. Let me just call it as a helper agent. Okay. Now I'm giving it a name. There is an ID going to be associated for any agent. Now there is an helper agent that I have created. Now this is using this model. Now I can say what task do we want it to do. Okay. And if you want to describe this agent description is basically for us. Okay. Now suppose if I want to do some task, I can specify. I want you. Okay. Let me just open some document for us. Hmm, 1 second. Just a minute. Okay. This lab can be helpful. Let me open. Okay. So I've got some document. Okay. I'm just going to show this document. This is the document. Okay. I've got some customer ID. I've got some customer name. I've got some customer email and I've got some customer phone number. Then I've got some policy information. This is a policy ID. Again, same people, this customer 007, if you see, this customer 007 has taken multiple policies. Okay. So if you want, I can go to data. Let me add a filter and let me select a customer, maybe 007 for the namesake. And here you can see this person has taken two policies. One is related to vehicle and health, and this is what I'm able to get. Okay, this is the total premium. Okay, this is what I have. And these are the claims that this person has made. This is the reporting date and what was the status, what was the claim amount. I can see so many informations here, right? Now, what I want to do, maybe I want to go ahead and do some calculation on top of it. Okay. Now, if I want to do some calculation, I may be required to use a tool like a calculator. And since I do not have a calculator embedded within GPT, I can use Python to do calculation for me. Okay. I'll again repeat. I have this file and what I'm going to do, this file, right? So I'll just say, I want you to help me. I'll just say, you are a great, sorry. I hope you all can read. Let me copy this and make it more proper. You're a highly expert. Capabilities, working style, I have written everything. This looks to be good. We'll come here and let me just see. Okay. Now, agent description. This is for our internal thing. Okay. This is for our internal thing. I again repeat, instruction is what it will follow. Internal things is what is there for us to understand. Again, I'll repeat. Internal is for us to understand what is agent capability like. That's it. Okay. It's more like a, you can say more like a, what you say, high level overview for you to understand. And here saving automatically happens. If you want to describe, you can describe. Now I'll go to the data, knowledge data. Here you can see I can upload a file. I can get the data from search, from Fabric, from SharePoint, TripAdvisor, right now from Bing. Okay, this is also pretty good. I can get the web data because the models are not connected to the web, right? If you want to connect it to web, you can do that. Right now, I'll just say I want to get the data from an Excel. Okay, maybe from a file. So here I need to create a vector store. Let it create. I'll just call it as Excel store. Okay. Now I'll just select a file. I can upload it. So I'll just select the local file. And here you can see the formats. This all formats are supported. Do we have a format which I am thinking? I can't see that format, right? That means this knowledge store is actually looking for a code or a normal document. It is looking for a code PPT. It is not looking for an Excel. So I do not have those kind of information. Do I have that kind of information? I do have, but this is just a lab document. This is nothing apart from that. So I do not have any explanation documents. So I'll not use this. So understand this knowledge source is about when it comes to file. This is more about not an Excel. This is about a document data. Now I can go to actions, and here I can use code interpreter. This is amazing. I use code interpreter. In the code interpreter, if you see it can also do take Excel file. Now, what is code interpreter? It can actually do some chart and calculations for you, to be very frank. And to do that chart and calculation and regress analysis, it uses Python as a tool. This is a predefined tool. If you want to use your own tool, you can do that. Right now, I'm just helping you understand. This helps you read and interpret data sets, generate code, create graphs, charts. Okay, and supports 25. So let me click. I do have those kind of a file, right? One second. So let me just take that Excel file. I'm okay. Let me upload and save. Now this is done. I do not have any knowledge source, so I'm okay with that. If you want to hand it over to some another agent to do the task, you can select an agent, create a unique name, any tool that this person has, and which step will activate this agent. Maybe you want to delegate the task, you can do that. Okay, right now I'll say I want to answer more precise. So I'll set the temperature to 0 and probability to get the maximum answer. If you want to enable voice, you can go to voice agent, get a voice agent, and then you can use voiceover also here. Okay, we'll look into those voice agent when we'll go through speech thing. Okay, so this is what I have right now. Now, once I have this thing, you can see that this is already done. Now I can go to try and playground. Now I'm going to agent playground. This is not a chat playground. I'm into the agent playground. Now let me just ask, okay, I can even attach a file if I want. That's possible. Right now I've already attached a file. If you know, I have already attached one file. Now I'm going to take this file and ask some question. Maybe I want to know, tell me, give me a bar chart of the total claim amount against each claim ID. Okay. So give me the bar chart of total claim amount against each claim made by individuals. I'm not even saying claim ID. Okay, that's it. Now let me just enter. You'll just see. Just see. I'll just go from top, let it run it. It has a habit to keep it at the bottom every time. And here I've got. All right. Now what I want to do, maybe I want to, if you remember, I have defined something, right? Okay. So maybe I want to maybe do something else also. Okay. Which person has the highest number of claims rejected for the current year? How many tools it used? You can see all those things. It automatically understood we need to look for rejection. Now it is saying for 2024, we do not have anything. I think we have it for 2024. We can just say, now it was able to find. Which tool it used? You can see quality, tokens, number of time, view run info. If I click on this, you can see what has happened. The moment you ask, give me the bar chart of total claim. Okay. And these are the two inputs. If you remember, these are the inputs, three inputs, check again. And for this, these are the outputs. This is the overall thing. This is the metadata that it looked into. Okay. And this is the evaluation that it has gone through. Okay. Now I can check each and every step. So what basically happened? You had this thread. First thing is give me the bar chart. Then there was a message created. This message was created. Then a tool was called. Can you see? A tool was called. I told a Python tool is going to be called. Okay, by default. Then a code interpreter ran at the backend. Actually, a code ran. Python code ran at the backend. Okay, PD something you can see here. Okay. So a Python code ran at the import pandas, load the file, everything you can see here. Then a tool call was again made. Okay. Then again, input was being, again a Python code ran. Can you see it passed the claim? Then again a message creation, tool call, everything was happening. Finally, I was able to get this kind of a response. All right. Just to keep it simple, this is what I have. Now I'll just say, if you remember, I told it can give me the response in CSV. So I'll just say, please give it in PDF. Sorry, I made a mistake here in the spelling mistake. Let it find whether it is able to automatically understand. Now it will create a PDF. I can click on this, and here I have. Okay, I can say share the chart in PDF. I'm just saying save the chart as an image in PDF. Well, let me just click on this. We can say landscape or something if we are not able to get it, but this is absolutely beautiful. I hope this is good. Everyone, making sense the power of agents? Yes, it can do. It can go through the website link. Absolutely, it can do. Many actions we can add. Why did it not? It's a simple thing, right? I was not writing the prompt correctly. I could have written the prompt more correctly. That's the reason it was not able to give. It is it can have its own pros and cons, right? That's the reason GPT-5 has been labeled as far better. If you new data is of again, if new data is added, we can connect it and schedule it directly via AI search. All right. So just to keep it simple, we can go ahead and create an agent which can do the task for me. Right? Can I ask it to send over an email? Let me just check. To send it over an email, it needs an email connector, right? It needs an email connector, correct? Everyone agrees? It needs to connect to an email, right? Then it can send it over an email, right? Now, for that, what do we have? I'll just show you. Here, we can connect to, if you remember, I went to actions. Here, I can connect to any other low code, no code application. So, just to show you, there is something called as Logic app, wherein you can actually, let me just say email. So, if I want to send email using Outlook, I can click on this. I can give an action name. I can specify everything. And then I can send an email, directly using Outlook. Totally possible. Okay, so let me just say send email. Okay, you are going to send an email whenever there is a user request. You will ask the email address of the user. Okay, let me just put it this way. Now I'll just go to next. Now I need to connect. Let me click on connect. Now for this, I need a input email, right? From someone's email, it should go, right? So let me click on this. Maybe let me use this because it needs an organization account. Let me give access. I'll authenticate. This only gets connected via that. And just say I acknowledge there is going to be a logic app created. Okay. So there will be a cost, but this is going to actually go ahead and do the task for me. Okay. So provide as much detail as you want to. So if you see that, I can use this detail itself. I like this detail. This should be good enough. This agent will only get provoked based on this. Let me click on create. Now, what I'm doing right now is I am actually creating a logic app. Now, if I go here, let me just search for logic app. And here you can see a logic app is enabled. Consumption-based plan, it is enabled. This is a logic app. Let me just be in this logic app. Right now, this logic app has not been executed if you see in the run history. Now, let me just say I have connected. Now, let me just say send an email. See what it is going to do now. Please provide the recipient's email address. Fine. Now, let me just use my email. Now, for this, there is no organization email required. For using Logic App via this, you require an organization email. Now, I'll just save this. Email has been sent successfully with the attached PDF. Now, let me just open, come here. I can see an email. Okay, but I do not see a PDF. Okay. I need to attach the PDF. Right now, it is just saying, but you can see that I'm able to get an email, right? But I do not have the PDF, to be very frank, because to attach the PDF, I need to use a connector, right? I have not attached that thing into this logic app, that whatever is going to come here as an output, that needs to be attached. But right now, you can see that we can send an email. And if you want to see the run information, you can see it was able to run this way. And you can view the code at any point of time, and you can access this via the code also.
So hope this video gave you a clear idea of building AI agents with Azure and Azure AI Foundry. So if you found it helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more AI tutorials. And this is just a glimpse of our full AI training program. So to master agents and land your dream AI/ML, Agentic AI, generative AI or data science job, join our free masterclass with proven strategies and real-world projects. You can check out the link in the description to register. So thanks for watching and check out our previous videos over here.